We will survive and we will continue to push and thrive, even in the margins that they push us into. Woo! We've been targeted before as a community, but we do have strength. We do have such community and support for one another. There are a lot of trans people that are very worried and afraid right now, and I more than understand that fear. I live it on a daily basis. But hold on. There are a lot of people doing amazing work in the shadow of all of this dark legislation, and they are shining lights in the darkness to me. I mention often Michaela Cavanaugh because her work in Nebraska right now, she has halted the Nebraska legislature for 3 weeks to stop a gender-affirming caravan there from progressing, and her speeches and testimony and passion for these trans youth is palpable.
It's about doing the right thing. It's about the fact that the children of the state and the children across the country deserve to have adults standing up for them, to stand up for trans children.
This year, we have the most trans elected officials in office. And I'm seeing people like Lee Finke in Minnesota make Minnesota a safe state for transgender refugees from these criminalizing states, where she's essentially pushing forward a bill that would state that if you make it to our borders in Minnesota, we will not extradite you. We will not honor subpoenas from other states to look into your medical care or the medical care of your children. If you are a parent who has custody of a trans kid and another state wants to take that custody away because a non-affirming parent lives in that state, we're not going to honor that. It's because of what Lee did in Minnesota around this bill, which I believe will pass, that the governor himself of Minnesota has decided to release an executive order that covers all trans people in the state. The Trans Health Equity Act passed in Maryland, which is my home state. It mandates modern standards of care for transgender people be covered by Medicaid. So the people that typically have the hardest trouble affording transgender healthcare treatments are now no longer going to be cut out of modern standards of care. We also see states like California, SB 107, passing a safe state law for people that flee to the border of California. We are seeing places like New Mexico pass HB 7, which essentially protects the right to access gender-affirming care. It codifies the care itself into New Mexico law. This is really important considering that the border states of New Mexico, places like Oklahoma, places like Texas, are currently criminalizing care and that could future criminalize care. This essentially gives them an out. It gives them a place where they can flee to if they can flee. And not everybody can flee, and I think that it's important that these states continue to pass bills that protect the community. It's these things that I think can help save the community in some of these darker times where other states are criminalizing our care.
We are together!
We are together!
There are a lot of things about what I'm currently seeing in the general public that do give me hope. There is increased identification across the board on LGBTQ identities. And like I've heard before, people talk about this explosion of trans people as if it's a trend, but that's not the case because in reality, all across the board, people are more free to express being gay, being lesbian, being bisexual. This increase in visibility will lead to a change in culture. It's hard to hate somebody that you know. One of the biggest shifts in public opinion was around gay marriage. It became less this ephemeral gay person that you were advocating against. And it, rather than that, it became your gay uncle, your gay brother, your gay niece. And this changed things. And I do think that we're seeing that among trans people as well. We're seeing an increase in people that know a trans person. Find your community. We as a community have survived through worse. 32 states passed gay marriage bans. And yet, we finally saw a reversal of that. The way that we got through that was through joining together, organizing at the community level, being there for each other to have each other's backs. Whether that means going to your local gay club or your gay bar, or to your local PFLAG group, or starting a gay-straight alliance in your high school. That's what I did. Seeking community is what will get you through this. And together we are stronger, and we have a history of being able to overcome the worst of the worst.